Hey Capricorn, what's up? Welcome to your reading. I hope you're all having the best day. We're going to be seeing what messages want to come through for you guys, get you some insight, guidance, see what you need to know, look out for, or be aware of. Whenever you come across this reading, there's a message here for you. You guys, I'm so grateful for each and every one of you. My channel is almost at 66,000 subscribers, which is insane. So thank you for being here. Whether you are returning, welcome back. Whether you're new, thank you for giving me a chance to read for you and connect with your energy today. I hope you're all having a wonderful day, and let's see what Spirit wants you to know. Private readings are available down below if you are interested in booking with me. We have the Snake as your first card out. Show me clearly what's going on for Capricorn. What is going on? We have the Panther and the Gazelle. So I'm sensing a little irritation because you can tell there's a pattern or a cycle that you found yourself in again, and you really just want to crush it. You really just want to be done with it or to overcome this. I don't know if this is a personal struggle that you have been dealing with or if this is with a person, a reoccurring situation though that you have been experiencing time and time again. And I'm seeing that you are fed up, or someone that you're dealing with is fed up. Someone here is fed up, okay? And we can actually feel this coming through strongly with the Panther and then the Gazelle, kind of like as if someone's made a mistake or someone said something they regret, or there's these actions somebody here is feeling remorseful about or guilty about. Somebody here is also, if this is like a confrontation, someone is feeling, oh shit, kind of like when their stomach drops to their ass. It's like this is someone that has messed up, screwed up, and they're like, oh my god. And either they are getting some kind of backlash, or there is some sort of criticism that they are facing, whether it be from the outside world or their own inner criticism is just going insane. Like someone's own inner world, inner dialogue could be very nasty, very harsh, very like beating someone up. Like it's brutal out here. It's rough out here. Apparently someone is really feeling this way about themselves or towards another person. Some pretty intense stuff. And you know, this has happened before. This isn't the first time. This isn't the first rodeo. This seems to be a situation that has played out multiple times in the past. And it feels as if there is this hamster wheel that's very hard to break out of. You might be recognizing this within yourself, like you're falling back into your old ways, old habits, mindsets, beliefs, certain treatment that you're allowing from other people that really you don't deserve. And you've been really like, some of you have been a perfectionist. I'm seeing self-sabotage here where you've been really beating yourself up. We said that before. You know how capable you are, right? It's like you're sleeping on your potential, or it's like you have these doubts or limiting beliefs that could be blocking your success. With the Panther though, it's like you've reached this moment where you just had enough. You just had enough. You're tired of the same old song and dance. You're tired of the story that you are witnessing playing out in your lifetime. And this is the time where you're like, I've had enough, right? We had that full moon in Capricorn last weekend. So maybe there was something that was revealed to you around then, especially if you're a Capricorn moon or Capricorn rising, especially you guys would be feeling that energy. There could have been some sort of realization you had about yourself or someone close to you. There could have been like, again, a situation that revealed something in your life that has to change, or something you have to change within yourself. And maybe you're feeling a bit intimidated. Maybe you're feeling overwhelmed. You're not quite sure how you're going to do this or how you're going to overcome this. But, you know, you're just kind of saying to yourself or this other person, like, enough is enough. Like, this can't go on, or this cycle ends here. Pretty dramatic stuff. Ooh, but the otter's at the bottom to sweeten it up, add a little sugar. All right. So it's you know, a little lime, a little lemon, beautiful, delicious flavors, but sour, a little tart. So the otter is here to actually sweeten it up. I'm seeing some sort of, okay, we have turtle, hold on, and the golden egg. I'm hearing like it's a long game, or having to really practice patience and determination. We know the story, rabbit in the hare. It's not about how fast you get there. It's just a matter of you crossing the finish line, and you are and you will. I'm seeing that there's like an inner blockage regarding like your heart center, regarding your love, your emotions, connections, relationships, perhaps where you put your needs and wants aside for other people. Like you might put other people over you, and then it creates resentment, or then it creates this hostility. I'm seeing this is something that has to change, Capricorn. Otherwise it leads to a lot of tension. It leads to a lot of pressure. It leads to a lot of miscommunication you might even be experiencing. So anyways, I'm seeing all this is happening and being brought up for a reason, and slowly but surely things are going to get better. I am seeing with the otter, there is something good coming into your life, some sort of celebration or some sort of good news, or just like a lucky break. Not even a lucky break, just a break in general. So this too shall pass. This too shall pass. Okay. Some heavier energies that we've been tapping into this week of readings. I'm like, whoa. For me personally, this week has not been too shabby, and I'm grateful for it, because the last couple of weeks, it was my birthday on the last weekend, and there was just so many things going on, and I needed this week. It was chill for me. So, but the energies in these readings, I'm like, damn! Y'all are going through some interesting things. The comments I've been reading, I'm like, whoa, wild. Some of the messages I've received from you guys, really crazy is what some of you guys are going through. So feel free to comment down below or shoot me a DM. Let me know what's up. Let me know how it resonates. Oh, Queen of Pentacles, this is your energy flipping out. We're using the gold foil. So Capricorn, I see you're in your flow. I see you're in your zone. I see you're in your element. We have the Knight of Wands at the bottom. Someone's attracted to you. They want what you have is what I'm hearing though. This is someone that you walked away from. We have the Eight of Cups and the Hermit. There's someone that you are on a break from, or a hiatus, or there's been some space, or even just physical separation. Could be with a Virgo. I don't know. It's also showing here where you have had to leave something behind and like recalibrate your life. You've been going through some sort of spiritual awakening, or this huge period of growth, and a lot of epiphanies that you're recognizing, like, okay, it's time for me to detach, or it's time for me to walk away. This isn't serving me anymore. There's this new motivation, or there's this new focus that you have switch gears or switch paths on. But anyways, another way we're looking at this Queen of Pentacles and Knight of Wands, there's someone who is attracted to you at this time, or they're curious about you. So I'm not sure how this ties in with the animal cards. It may tie in, it may not, but maybe somebody here wants to pick up where you left things, where y'all left off. So maybe you got some unfinished business to attend to. We are in a lot of retrograde energy right now. Mercury retrograde. We got Pluto retrograding. We got, what is Neptune retrograde? There's a lot of planets moving backwards. So there's some reviewing of old timelines, old paths and decisions that we've made over the last couple of months that we're reviewing just before eclipse season, which is in September. So that should be interesting. Anyways, Queen of Pentacles, you're solid, you're grounded, you're abundant, working on, just continuing to build your skills. You're reaping the rewards of your efforts. Okay, so we have Ace of Swords, but this card actually fell out in front of the Ace of Swords. So before we read the Ace of Swords, we have the High Priestess. So honestly, it's showing like your intuition is on point. I also see like lately you might be more reserved, or like keeping to yourself. Some of you have Piscean placements, or you're dealing with a Pisces. Remember what I mentioned, eclipse season, which will have a full moon in Pisces. That'll be a solar. No, I'm sorry, not solar. A lunar eclipse. That's like in September though. But I'm seeing that you're just someone who's very tapped in. You're someone who is very sensitive to the energies. You receive a lot of insight and knowledge and information through spirit, through your higher self, just random things that pop up in your mind that technically you shouldn't really know about that, but you do. You're just so in sync with the universe, and the synchronicities are on point, and they just seem to be confirming something for you. And you have this crystal clear vision. I feel like I've said that in a couple other signs the the last couple of days, like crystal clear, like being able to see things very clearly, very accurately. There's this precision. You just know something. You don't even have to say words. If this is a relationship of any kind, doesn't have to be romantic, but if there's like some sort of connection or relationship here, it's like there's telepathy. I'm seeing that you and someone have this energetic cord where you can really pick up on each other's thoughts and feelings. And it seems like for some with that Ace of Swords, it can talk about cutting. It can talk about clearing a cord, clearing an attachment, clearing some sort of energetic tie or soul tie. Some of you might be doing that. Oh, interesting. I didn't look at the bottom until now. We have the Seven of Swords. I feel like there could be someone who's trying to trick you or deceive you, but you're not falling for it, right? We all know the Seven of Swords is a card of deception. It is somebody who is up to no good. They be sneaking around, they be stealing, they have ulterior motives. But the thing is, you see very clearly. You know, you sense it before it even happens, or it's like you just can't be tricked, you can't be fooled. So maybe, going back to the animal cards, you are very much aware of this person's patterns and behavior and what they've gotten up to in the past, right? You know their song and dance. You know their song and dance. You could be catching this person off guard. I actually feel strongly this person is very intimidated by you. Very intimidated by you, your strength, your energy. You cannot be played. They might try to and like pull one over you. But the thing is, you see it coming from a mile away. We have the Empress, we have the Queen of Swords. You're somebody with strong boundaries, strong morals, and you know, you're not someone who's easily just taken advantage of. You have a sweet heart, both with the Queen of Pentacles and the Empress. Very caring, very nurturing, loving, healing, supportive. This is definitely feminine energy. Shout out to the mothers out there, or shout out to those who, you know, you give when you can, you help when you can, you try your best to do your part and make the world a better place. And you're very healing and nurturing to be around. But it's so important that, you know, you don't just let people walk all over you and use your kindness as weakness or take advantage of you. Because there is someone who sees you have a lot to offer, and perhaps they want to take from you, or because it's convenient to them, or because they like how you make them feel or something like that. So anyways, I actually see with the Queen of Swords to the Seven of Swords, you actually have your back turned to this person. You're out of reach. You're very hard to reach. You may have actually blocked this person or just stopped responding to this person. If you see them in person, you're ignoring them, or you're not even looking at them. You're ignoring eyesight. You're ignoring the, you know, face to face. Some of you are doing that. Someone hasn't changed though. Someone hasn't changed their ways, or I'm just seeing someone stuck in a rooted cycle. So we have Two of Pentacles. Someone's really trying to change their mind. We have Libra energy at the bottom with the Justice card. There's something that you're reconsidering. Ace of Swords to the Two of Pentacles. This is where you're reviewing something. You're like, wait a minute, am I seeing this correctly? Am I understanding this person correctly? Maybe there's a conversation that you have and you say, hey, what you did yesterday, that wasn't cool, or something you said to me, whatever. And they'll like turn around and be like, I never said that. And then you think, wait, am I mixing this up with someone else? Like you're kind of questioning your truth here. The Ace of Swords and the Two of Pentacles looks like you're questioning your truth, or you're questioning like, am I seeing things accurately? Is this really my intuition? Two of Pentacles and the High Priestess. There's a choice also that I'm seeing. You're kind of weighing options out, or you're stuck in between two options, two paths, two directions. You're also just juggling a lot. There's a lot on your mind. There's a lot that you're trying to process, lots of information. You know what? I also say you're open to changing your mind. Ace of Swords with the Two of Pentacles. You're not closed off to other perspectives. Very wise, very smart, you know. Very intelligent. You are very, very intelligent. So Justice, Queen of Wands, and the Knight of Cups, Emperor. Interesting, we saw the Empress earlier. Now we have the Emperor. We actually have a match here. Someone is like really in their head. Emperor and Nine of Swords. Normally you wouldn't really see an Emperor in a Nine of Swords mode, but this Emperor, maybe it's somebody with Aries placements, but this Emperor seems to be overthinking a decision, and they're, oh shit, look, 9 of Swords, 2 of Wands, 2 of Swords, and then the moon is underneath that. So I'm seeing there's an offer coming in love. I'm seeing the Knight of Cups facing the Emperor. Somebody's offering this Emperor a cup of love, romance, a gesture of care, a gesture of like emotional availability. This could be a date, this could be some sort of meeting, this could, like, there's an offer here. We could look into that. But this Emperor is unsure or not quite, like, this is probably what you're on the fence about, right? That Ace of Swords, 2 of Pentacles. This seems to be what you're on the fence about, because there's an offer coming in, but you're like, is this genuine? Is this legit? Can I trust this? Is this person's intentions clear? So maybe if this is somebody new, because of what you've gone through in your past, this is maybe clouding your vision, or you're having doubts because your past experiences are bleeding into the present. So that could be part of it. Let's see, underneath the moon, 5 of Swords, and the Lovers. I feel like there's just a lot of uncertainty, and if this is someone from your past, there is that doubt of like, okay, history could repeat itself. If this is someone new, you're just hoping and praying that like you're 8 of Pentacles. Hold on. 8 of Pentacles, Wheel of Fortune. I'm seeing like you're hoping you've done enough work to have evolved from the past cycle or past lesson from the previous relationships that you've been in, and you're hoping like you've done enough. You have done enough work, okay, Capricorn? So don't second guess yourself. Obviously, if something feels wrong, feels off, trust your intuition here, but there is an offer coming in, but I see you're on the fence about it, and you're really in your head about this. If you're the one that's making this offer, if you're the one that's making this gesture, the person that you're dealing with is feeling that way. And they're like, I don't fucking know what to trust. I don't know what to believe. So before we move forwards and, well, some more, let me actually see like what this offer is all about. I'm going to look into this Knight of Cups. Now, before I even do that, this is in front of the Knight of Cups. Can you see that? It's the Queen of Wands and Justice. So based off these two cards, Justice and the Queen of Wands, this tells me the intentions seem to be pure. It seems to be balanced. It seems to be legit. It feels trustworthy. But let's clarify this Knight of Cups. Let's see, who is this Knight of Cups? What are they offering you? All right. Page of Cups is at the bottom of the, what is this deck? Gilded Tarot. So that's interesting. Again, a message perhaps some of you may be receiving. Maybe you're dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. Knight of Cups. Tell me about this Knight of Cups for Capricorn. All right. Knight of Cups for Capricorn, please. What is this Knight of Cups? We have the Emperor coming out. So perhaps we saw the Emperor. No, but here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Well, before we clarified, we saw the Knight of Cups is offering this cup to the Emperor. This is a match. I would say this person's your match. We got 2 masculine energies. It could be 2 people of the same sex. All right. King of Swords, Aquarius energy, as well as Gemini and Libra. Let's see more about this Knight of Cups. Tell me about the Knight of Cups and this offer. Someone who's coming in with a solid plan. They could be this, if this is someone from the past or someone you have some history with, they could be wanting to bridge this gap with you. We saw something about distance or separation a little bit at the beginning of the reading. Knight of Cups. Tell me about this Knight of Cups. Oh, card explosion. King of Swords. That was meant to come out because that was at the bottom when we first looked at the Knight of Cups with the Emperor. We also have Death reversed. This seems to be something from the past, or if it's not someone from the past, it's about ending a cycle that you've found yourself in over and over and over again. Death in reverse shows resistance to change, though, or someone, you know what? King of Swords with Death in the reverse. Someone's refusing to let this go. That's something that's coming through very strongly. Someone's refusing to move on, or there's a few ways we can look at this. King of Swords, let's talk about him for a second. He's very serious. He's very factual, very logical, okay? King of Swords, he's not emotional. So it seems like someone's put a lot of thought into this action, into this gesture, into this. What are they offering? We're still not 100% clear on that, Spirit. We're having to look into that. What are they offering? Let me try. What one's calling my name? We're going to use this one. What are they offering? Let me just see here. before I continue with this other deck. What is this Knight of Cups offering, Capricorn? For some, death reverse could be talking about a renewal. Wanting to renew a contract. Wanting to renew a marriage for some of y'all. Ten of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. They're trying to offer you something stable, something long-term. Thing is, though, you already are quite well established for yourself, or at least that's what it looks like here. We have the moon. See, and there's still a bit of this unknown of like, is this offer, is this something that's real, or is it just like fantasy? Knight of Cups again at the bottom. Knight of Cups, Nine of Swords, and the Lovers. Again, someone's having a lot of like worry, doubt, second guessing if there's like another person, second guessing if you're still interested. Literally, oh my god, Eight of Swords. Someone's in their head, scared shitless, probably like very nervous, very anxious. Someone's worried that, okay, so Capricorn, if this is like in love, romance, and if this is, whether this is somebody new and they're wondering like, are you single, are you not? Or if this is someone from your past, they're still wondering like, is there someone else in the picture? Am I just another option? Maybe they've moved on, maybe they don't care, they don't think about me, that sort of thing. So what are they offering you? Ten of Pentacles, King of Pentacles, and the Moon. It seems like this person's not super clear with what they want from you. This is so weird. The Moon tells me that like they're being pulled towards you, but they don't really know why. All they know is they want you to be part of their life. And not for just a short time, a good time, but a long time. Love you long time is what I'm hearing. Love you long time. They've loved you for a long time. Can you tell us a bit more? What are they trying to offer, Capricorn? The Five of Pentacles? Bitch, that's not good enough. That ain't good enough. What's at the bottom? The Eight of Cups. That's why you left before in the past, because this shit was not acceptable. No. They could be wanting to help you, or they may see that you could be struggling, but also they could be struggling themselves. And in a way, are they projecting onto you? If they're feeling lonely, they're being drawn to you because they want to connect. They want to rekindle things. Eight of Cups, Nine of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. Looks like you chose yourself. Looks like you chose yourself. You walked away from like, you know, fantasy land, distortions, make believe. Like you want something real. You don't want some sort of, you know, potential. Come already potential, you know? This is a funny little clip I saw on Instagram. This was like months ago, but she's like, this woman, she's just like, I'm so sick and tired of waiting for people's potential. Come already potential. It's like, it's fucking hilarious. I'm like, real. It's so real. Okay, so anyways, we just looked into what they're offering you. Seven of Wands at the bottom, so you're just like, bitch, what do you want from me? You're like, you're just like, Ace of Pentacles, Six of Wands. Thing is, you do have other pursuers, or you do have other interests. And if this is, whether this is romantic, whether this is business, whatever the heck we're talking about here, there are other avenues. I said that weird. Avenues. Other avenues, other possible paths, other possible people that are showing interest that could be just as good, if not better. So you're like, that makes sense why we have that Nine of Swords and then the Two of Swords, the Two of Wands, and you're just like, I don't know whether or not to give any energy to this, right? And so we were seeing this back and forth where you were seeing things very clearly, you know your own truth, very accurate, your intuition on point. Now you're reconsidering Two of Pentacles, but like, well, now I don't know. What is the truth? Am I seeing this clearly? Am I not? And you're kind of going back and forth. All right, so let's see what happens next. So going back to the animal cards, this makes a lot of sense. The anxiety that you could be feeling about this choice, not wanting to repeat a cycle again. And then this also makes a lot of sense where someone feels intimidated by you and they don't want to piss you off any further or like push you away any further or something like that, right? Scared of messing up, scared of making a mistake, or scared of saying the wrong thing, sort of thing, you know? Interesting. What's going on for Capricorn? What happens next for Capricorn? Ten of Wands, all right, and the Emperor. Emperor keeps coming out. We have Six of Pentacles at the bottom, the Fool, and the Empress. Okay, well, what happens next? Someone's gonna have to really step right up and prove themselves if they want to be in your life, if they want to have your beautiful, rare, one-of-a-kind presence in their life. They're gonna have to really work for it, and it's not gonna be easy. And I feel like you may put this person through a series of tests to see if they are worthy. And the thing is, this is something that you're probably not going to know 100% after a day, after a week, even a month. Like, come on, that's too short. Like, I would say 3 months, y'all. If you were to give this a chance, whether it's something from your past, whether it's something new, like 3 months, like 1 month is too short. A week, too short. A day, way too fucking short, right? One conversation, not good enough. You know, and like, so it's a question of, do you have the patience? Do you have the time? Are you capable? Because I'm also seeing you could be very swamped with like your life, your responsibilities, your work, your career, your studies. Like, you're a very busy person. You're very important. What you do, you're someone who is very, very, very important in your world, in this world. And it's like, you already have a lot on your plate. So is this something that you need? Is this a need? Is this a want? Do you want it? Do you need it? You know? Six of Pentacles, the Fool, and oh, Eight of Cups. I didn't notice the Eight of Cups. The Eight of Cups was hiding behind the Fool and the Empress. So I'm seeing this could go 2 different ways. I'm seeing this could go 2 different ways. For some of you, for a group of you, if things are going good and things are going reciprocal and things seem to be in alignment, then you're jumping right on into this. For others, if it ain't, if it's missing, if it's lacking something, you know, it's the same old shit, same old song and dance, you're like, see you later, Eight of Cups, I'm gone. And I'm moving towards something else, something better, something more in alignment. So it's like, you got to get clear of what do you want? Are you willing to put the effort in? Do you have the time? Do you have the energy? Is it worth it? Is it worth it? You have to be responsible here. You have to be logical here. You're having to be practical about this. Your emotions might be saying one thing, although I'm not saying that too strongly. Let's see what's not the worst that could happen. What's the most challenging thing that will come out of this? Because Ten of Wands is a pretty challenging, difficult energy to work with. Emperor, he's capable. He got what it takes to overcome that. Like, easy, light work for an Emperor. He's fine. He got it. He's got it under control. You got this under control. So if you wanted it, you could make it work. It's just a matter of, do you really want it? Like, or is this just like another burden? Is this just like a more pressure to your life that's already very full on and busy, you know? So like, and again, is this a cycle repeating itself, or are you changing the pattern? Are you changing the way that you react or how you carry yourself? And are others acting and behaving in different ways, or is it the same old shit? You know? So what's the Ten of Wands? What's the most difficult thing coming out of this? What's the difficult challenge that's coming through in this situation? What's the greatest challenge here? Ten of Wands for Capricorn. Two of Swords, just not making up your mind, being stuck in limbo, indecision. That seems like it's a fucking challenge. Page of Wands, the bottom, being optimistic, being hopeful and open. That could be a challenge here. Or it's very hard to stay positive. You might find it very hard to see the good in this person, good in this opportunity. We have the Page of Swords. Page of Swords is a card of communication. So communication seems to be a great challenge here. Getting your point across, understanding the other person's point of view, missing information, just like lack of consistency is something I'm also seeing here. Someone's actions being inconsistent with what they say. Lack of clarity. Trying to figure out, is this person being truthful or are they lying, right? Two of Wands at the bottom. What's the greatest challenge? Ten of Wands for Capricorn regarding this situation. This fell out on the Ace of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. Okay, so Ace of Pentacles as your challenge. patience and time, and depending on the situation, you might not have a whole lot of time, whether it's a whole lot of time to give to this, a whole lot of time to wait and see what happens. Ace of Pentacles is like the slowest moving of the aces, right? It talks about the future. It talks about something that is permanent, okay? Money may also be an influencing factor here. At the bottom, the Knight of Swords, wanting things quickly, instantly, and fast, but maybe that's just unrealistic right now. This is something you'd have to work for. Oh, what? When did we pause? Capricorn! This happened in the last reading! I just look up at my screen. No! Okay. I can't believe this. The sound's working. No! Okay. Someone's fucking around with your energy, Capricorn. I need some sage. Give me a second. I am shocked. I can't believe that happened. We are saging. We are removing blocks, bad juju. Because, like, this happened last week. And it hasn't happened for any other sign. Well, no. That happened Leo's reading last week. I don't claim that energy. So anyways, if that's not a sign of how much effort it would take and repetitive patterns, right? We had this happen last week. I don't remember what last week's reading was for you guys. I don't remember. If that's not a clear indication that if you were to go down this road, it would take a lot of patience. It will take a lot of patience. I got nothing else to say. And here's the Knight of Swords at the bottom, because I looked back at the last minute when it paused, and yeah, you didn't get to see that. So here it is now. So yeah, that seems like the greatest challenge here. And then also we have Seven of Cups. So it's like, again, there's this whole like distorted truth. What's real? What's false? What's fantasy? Like, is this all just like potential, or can it actually become legitimate? So that seems like that's what your greatest challenge is here. All right. I can't believe that happened. Wow. Okay, and let's see what's your intuition saying about this. Your intuition's pretty clear. You started second guessing it as we continued into this reading. Kind of showed those words combined. It said a lot. Let me just see what's your intuition saying. What's your intuition trying to tell you? High Priestess, Ace of Swords for Capricorn. What is Capricorn's intuition trying to tell him here? High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. High Priestess, Ace of Swords for Capricorn. Anything? Ten of Pentacles. Focus on your money. Focus on your health. Focus on your wealth. Your legacy. We got the Sun. High Priestess and the Ace of Swords. One more. There we go. Justice. Well, it's become very clear. Hangman, Pisces energy. Shout out to the Pisceans or Pisces placements. Nine of Cups and Four of Pentacles. I see you holding back from this. I honestly see you holding back, or I see that you have given a lot of thought, / you will be giving a lot of thought. Looks like you're going to be choosing yourself here. Four of Pentacles, Nine of Pentacles. That's a huge indication of you choosing yourself. Even the Nine of Cups, this is what you want. Your happiness, your joy, your needs, your desires, right? Ten of Pentacles, the Sun, and Justice. Looks like you know what you want. Your eyes are on the prize. You're working towards this goal, this manifestation. Some of you could be moving, or you're enhancing your already home, and it's looking beautiful, and it's really paying off, and you're like looking at this and you're like, well, why would I add this into my life? It doesn't actually enhance my life. It's unnecessary, or it just devalues. You know, when you drive a car off the lot, it's immediately the value goes down. It's like, that's kind of the situation where it's like the value where you're at, your own value, your own worth, so up high, giving yourself to something like this. I mean, it kind of looks, when we looked into their offer, what are they offering you? And the Five of Pentacles came out. That's a pretty big indication that they don't got much to offer. I'm just being real. I'm just being truthful, y'all. Five of Pentacles, you ain't getting shit. Maybe a hug. Maybe a hug. Maybe a little support. Aw, I hope you feel better. That sucks. Wow, oh my god, my whole problems are solved. My life a million times better. Thank you so much. Like, I don't know. I don't see you really getting a whole lot from this. It looks like you're pretty well off already. And yeah, so maybe this whole cycle, you're just irritated with this, you know, where we started, but this is coming up for you to close this door, not keep it a creak open, a crack, a creak, whatever. I think it's time to shut the door, y'all. I think it's time to shut the door. All right. That is what I got for you. Wow. All right, Capricorn, let me know how it resonates. Leave a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here. Private readings are available down below. I love and appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. And my channel's almost at 66,000, which is crazy. Probably will be in a couple days. So, and thank you in advance. Thank you so much in advance from the bottom of my heart. Y'all don't even know how grateful and happy and excited this is. This is all exciting. I'm so excited. So anyways, I'll see you later. Have a wonderful day. Bye.